Hi everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another episode of City of Heroes. Well, we have our character Tiffany St. Ange here. She's our Earth Storm Controller. And as we saw from our last episode, she just hit level 35. And as such, we have access to a bunch of new stuff. I went ahead and took Tornado as our newest power. We haven't even checked that out yet. I've got it over here, sitting here. But at the end, they also got a new contact named Daedalus from Cimerora. I can't get used to saying that. Cimerora. But now that is considered an inactive contact. So that was kind of weird. But we do have our old friend Montague Castanella, who has suddenly popped back onto our active. Let's see what he has to say here. Have you ever heard of Cimerora, Tiffany St. Ange? Ever since Ouroboros started altering the timeline, I became aware of a gift I had. I can perceive the changes in the timeline, yet I am unaffected by it. This has made me aware of some other alterations throughout time. I need you to meet someone. His name is Imperius. He is not of this time or place, but I feel his need, and the need of his people transcends both of those. So this is an entry into Cimerora, so let's go ahead and get started with this. To get to Cimerora, you're going to have to bypass Ouroboros. I prefer them not to be involved in this particular mission. I have procured an aspect of the pillar myself. This crystal has been attuned to take you to Cimerora and nowhere else. I've kept the crystal hidden within the Midnighter Club. Alright, so we're going to have to go back to the Midnighters Club. And so we're going to do that in just a minute. I want to show one other thing, though, before we get started. I had mentioned this yesterday in our last episode about setting notoriety. So here we have, when you click on this little box down here, we can set notoriety. And we can adjust levels and team size and solo bosses and solo AVs, but adjust level. So what we can do is we can make an adjustment on the level that we're fighting at. Now, we're typically starting at a +0. So in other words, we're fighting enemies, for the most part, who are our level or the Khan's white. They have a white name over their head. And then, of course, occasionally we'll fight a yellow who's 1 level higher, and an orange who's 2 levels higher, and a red that's 3 levels higher, and a purple that's 4 levels higher. But you can adjust this to however you want. You can even set it at a -1 if you want to play like super easy because you're having a hard time with it, which is fine too if you're just getting started. Typically, you're going to start off as a 0. Now, I've got Tiffany boosted up to a +1, so our average enemies on Tiffany are going to be yellow. Now, for team size, you can go from 1 all the way up to 8. Team size says, okay, well, how do I see myself? How many heroes can I replace? So in other words, if you are just a regular hero, you're going to have one person. You're going to fight the usual enemies of, here's a group of 3 enemies, and then over here's another group of 3 enemies, and over here maybe a group of 2, that kind of thing. You can set yourself to be equivalent to 2 heroes, so you're going to get not really double the number of enemies, but more. You can go all the way up to 8 groups. So you can say that you are so good as a player, you can play as if you were a full team of 8 players and get that many enemies. So the maximum you can do is you can set that at 8, you can set the adjust level at +4, and then you're doing like a full boat team all by yourself. Now, I'm not going to do that, but you can do that. Now, here's the thing. If you are really good, your character is really, really good at doing massive damage to individuals, a lot of single target damage, you may want to boost up this adjust level to a +1 or a +2 or that type thing. I'm thinking about doing that on some of my brutes, in fact. Going to +2 because, my brutes hit hard. We've seen Jules Dad, he hits really, really hard. He only does, single target damage right now, but the people he's fighting, he's really, really good at it. If, on the other hand, you have a lot of AoE damage, you may want to adjust the team size. So it's for instance, Raging Reagan, he has a Titan weapon, and that character, he does so many AoE attacks, then you want more than just like 2 or 3 bad guys at a time, because you can swing that giant, jet-powered hammer and hit like 6 guys at the same time. So maybe want to boost that up to 2 or 3. So depending on the character and depending on your feel, you can adjust these up and down. So I've got Tiffany set at +1 and I think 2. That's what we said. You can also do for solo bosses and solo ABs and that kind of thing. So depending on your character and when you get higher level, that's what you want to do. All right, I'm going to go back over to Steel Canyon to go to the Midnighters Club, and I will be right back when we get there. Okay, we're in front of the Midnighters Club at Steel Canyon. There's the university. Let's go in here now. I have done Cimerora maybe 2 or 3 times on some characters 8 or 9 years ago, so I'm not an expert on this either. So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of figure this out together. Our mission back up here. Travel to Cimerora. There's our contact, Mercedes Sheldon, from previous missions. Let's enter the Midnighters Club itself. On Hero's side, there's Steel Canyon to get to. There's Croatoa and Founders Falls. Actually, we haven't done any Croatoa missions on this character. I have to do that on one of our other characters. That's kind of a cool place. Now this may be what we want right there. Let's take a look around anyway. I think this way goes to the villain side. Maybe. I think it does. And they have some other rooms in here. Yeah, so you can kind of come in here and you can kind of explore a little bit. But I've had some missions in here before. But this is I think this is it. There we go. Cimerora, a.k.a. Roman Town. It's a cooperative zone. You and the villains are now on the same side against a greater enemy. You cannot fight each other here. All right. Let's remember where we parked here. That's how we get back. All right, good. Okay. This map is kind of neat looking. I remember this. It's kind of beautiful. It looks like ancient Roman times and stuff. So look like we have to talk to this guy, Senator Decimus Aquila. By the look of you, I'd say that you have traveled a great distance. Oh, okay. Let me introduce myself. I am Senator Decimus Aquila. Forgive a foolish man. I am the former senator of this beautiful peninsula. My days as an elected official came to an end when Romulus and his men traitorously dethroned Imperius and took the title for himself. These days, my aims are small. I have to aid those who have chosen to remain true to Imperius and ensure their continued safety. Okay, well, first of all, I'm not sure if we should be trusting a guy named Imperius. That doesn't sound like a name of a good guy, but okay. This is our contact. He's telling us that that's a good guy, so that's what we'll go with. Tale of Cimerora. Oh, boy. I am not the one to adequately tell the full tale of Cimerora. It is the citizens of this meager fort who have suffered the trials and tribute and heartbreak under the rule of Romulus. I thought Romulus would be a good guy. Okay. Who are best suited for this task. Would you hear these tales? I guess we got to say yes. Okay. You do me a kindness, stranger. Tiffany St. Ange, is it? A lovely and graceful name that any woman could have. Okay. If you will permit an old deposed senator some time, I will send you along your way shortly. These are difficult times, you see. I fear that if the bloodshed continues, our cause and the powers that strengthen our great heroes will one day be lost. If you have not yet decided to aid us, please speak to Antonia Severo, the wife of a slain soldier. Perhaps that will help change your mind. Okay. What I will do is in the comment section, I'll go through at the end of this mission and I'll put in the comments where you need to scroll to if you don't want to watch all this kind of story stuff. And sometimes this can get a little bit boring. But well, I'm going to go through it all here for myself. And then if you say, oh, I don't want to listen to this guy read, then I'll tell you where to go. Okay, here's Antonia Severo. Greetings, stranger. The senator has sent you over to hear my tale, has he not? It is a sad one, I am afraid. I have the wife of Gaius Severus. Again, he sounds like a bad guy. He was one of Valerius's top men, highly decorated, in fact, during the rule of Imperius. When Romulus sought to take over Cimerora from within, my husband fought alongside Valerius each day. They were so much like brothers. Valerius tells me that my husband was slain in the Spolus Pass as he leaped in front of him, blocking a sword meant for his head. My husband died an honorable death, and I miss him. But these are days of blood and battle, and sadly, many of the widows here have tales like mine. You speak to Bruticus Aurelius. He's a fine soldier and a fiercely dedicated to Imperius. He can tell you more. Okay? I thought it said Butticus. All right. This map is good for flight. Yeah, I don't want to go through all these different buildings. Here's Butticus. I do not recognize a tribe or battalion of your guard, but I sense a fierce thirst for power in you, for good or bad. I do not yet know. You are a soldier of sorts, of that I am sure, so you will fully understand my tale. I am a complete servitude to Imperius, the former ruler of Cimerora. He was ostracized from his kingdom some months back by Romulus, a pathetic and conniving pig of a man. To look at Romulus months ago, you will not believe this act to be something he would be capable of. One day, however, this changed. By the demigods of Hades, his powers grew. I'm sure of it. He has harnessed something so powerful that it defies logic and understanding. But he is a fool and barely controls it. If he is left to his own foolishness, this power will be his undoing. I welcome that day. The man is dangerous. However, this power is unleashed. I feel it will be the end of all of her strength, and of generations to come. Go now and speak to Atticus the Commoner. This war affects all of us. So Butticus to Atticus. Okay. This is a very neat looking map. I like the look of this place. Atticus is busy fishing. I am Atticus, just Atticus, a humble fisherman. You're not going to make money by fishing with a pole, dude. You need to get a net. Anyway, I come from no great birth or lineage, but I have lived here in Cimerora all my life. Until Romulus took over, this was a peninsula of opportunity. I felt I had a voice and was taken care of by Imperius. But now, all of us who are loyal to Imperius have been cast out to this small fort. Romulus lives the life of an impostor emperor, reaping the rewards of all the work Imperius has put a lifetime into. He's a bad man, evil. Something dark lives inside him, I think. I cannot explain it. But he is not the man he used to be, and I fear for us all. If he cannot find the soldiers to fight against him, our cause will be lost. Not only that, the cause of all future generations as well. You should go talk to Julia Priya, one of our town merchants. Okay? Lots of talking. Here's some other players doing the same thing. All right. Hello, traveler. Do you seek to hear my tale as well? Ah, good. The senator has been sending to me travelers he thinks had best aid us, so we may give them our own story. That I shall do. This beautiful town used to be the jewel of the peninsula. Ships once lined up to the docks to the marina, and trade among other lands was constant. Each morning, the sounds of tradesmen and townfolk hawking their wares and haggling with each other could be heard across the city. We were prosperous, and the emperor, who had a mind not only for his rule but for economics as well, set forth agreements and policy so that even the least of us was taken care of. Those days are long past us now. Almost daily, Romulus's men lay siege to this fort and attack us both suddenly and in plain daylight. His men have pillaged the town, kidnapped the women, and frightened away traders from lands across the sea. We get by, but for how much longer I do not know. If you could take on our cause, perhaps we would one day move back to the kingdom and take our place as rightful citizens. If you've not done so already, you should speak to an old woman on the hill. She is way up here. Boy, oh boy. Old woman. My eyes see not, but understand you well I do. Hey, we got one reward merit. Okay. 70th knowledge. A time not now you are from. What the heck is that? Okay. No, I speak true, and hear me. Dark times to come. All that is then will end from the darkness now. Gone, power gone. End to the demigods. Evil the crystal be. Part of the thing that sleeps they are, and wake they will soon. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. She goes on for a bit. Go back to the senator. All right, 75,000 experience. Wow. That's really good. We got like 2 whole bars there. We're a small fort now, Tiffany St. Ange. Once we were great. We will be again. Thank you for listening to our tale. You have warmed the heart of an old senator who has yet to give up hope. All right, let's get on some real stuff here. Epilogue. Oh. You will soon come across Marcus Valerius. Tiffany. He was the captain of the guard to Imperius, the former ruler of Cimerora. Marcus is a steadfast soldier who is fully devoted to Imperius, as, of course, all of us who remain in this small fort are. He has seen many battles and lost many friends in the war against Romulus Augustus. His manner is brusque, but do not let that fool you. He has shed as many tears as drops of blood on the battlefield. Okay, let's go talk to that guy. Take this letter and give it to Marcus. He will be glad of any help. And through an introduction is unnecessary. I believe that this small acts of formality give him a sense of structure. Okay. So that was the little story. I thought we were going to have some more action there. Sorry about that. Let's get on to, all right, I'm going to put a pause here so we can chop this part out if we need to. And then we're going to talk to Marcus Valerius. Okay, here we are again. Let's talk to this guy and see if he gives us some missions to do. You got a badge? The Depths of Time badge. All right. What do you hand me from Senator Aquila? Ah, I see. Decimus is a trusted advisor and friend to me. Perhaps it's time to get acquainted myself with you. Okay. It's a blessing to meet you, lady. I am not as gifted with words as the senator. I need your help, so I will be brief. I need soldiers to keep the seed of all our power from a very dangerous foe, a demigod named Hades, who seeks to steal the power from humanity and use it for himself and his ilk. These are dark times here in Cimerora, and my allies are few. To prove to me that you are a person whom I may trust, I would have you fulfill a task for me. We got to just prove ourselves. All right. Your task is simple. Romulus's men have been using one of the caves here on the peninsula as a meeting ground of sorts. Inside, a man by the name of Gnaeus Amelius riles up those traitorous dogs just before a raid on our post. I have information that tells me that he is gearing his men up for another one soon. I need you to stop him. Okay, we have 45 minutes to complete. Let's do this. All right. So, of course, you want to probably like wander around the town a little bit and see what's going on. Some of these buildings and stuff. It's very, very lovely. Ooh, they're purples. Yikes. I don't want to mess with those guys. Level 48. Okay, we're going to stay out of there. Okay. Now let's get our friend Stony here. I've got my my steamy mist on here to help hide me a little bit so that they see Stony mainly. All right, let's put a hold on this tree. Uh-oh. Yikes! Holy smokes! Oh boy, that was tough. Took a shot there. Okay. Stony, stay close, my friend. We're gonna need him. All right. Oh boy, we got a bunch of high-level dudes in here. Okay, let's cast this from around the corner. we killed that other guy pretty quick. All right, nice job. Nice job. I still want to use my tornado, too. Tornado throws people back, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in stone cages where they're kind of held, and then I'm going to have Tornado go after them. It's a really powerful attack. Once we get at level 30, we'll get a Lightning Storm, too. And that one, holy moly. Very strong, very strong. Okay, there's a talking character coming up here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Get out of the way. All right. Jeez Louise. All right, Tornado, go. Get Tornado, go. Just throw that guy around like a popcorn. That's a really good power. Look at that. It's still going, too. It goes for quite a while. Wow, that thing is really going good. Which is, oh man. Did I set the notoriety on this character a little too high? I think I'm not sure why they're all orange. Holy smokes. Okay. Our attack and Cimerora will deal a killing blow on Imperius and his pathetic army. Once we have defeated the majority of his soldiers, we will move in for the kill. The women and all resources will be ours. Cimerora will be one of our many conquered lands. Soon Romulus will spread his legion across the world. All right, let's get back to the battle. Oh, jeez! Those spikes are terrible. Holy moly. Oh no! Stoney, save me! Where'd Stoney go? Is he dead? Oh no, I think they killed him. Oh no! Get out of there! Run, run, run! Wow. I'm not sure what happened. Oh boy, that was I wonder if I accidentally set this thing too high. Oh no, there they are again. Wow, this is a hard one. Oh, there's another bad guy. Jeez Louise, they're all over the place. I got the volcanic gases on these jokers. Here we go. Those guys are really flying. Oh, that's the big guy. All right, let's go this way again first. I saw some other people down this way. Look like that's the main guy, the main bad guy there. He's only a lieutenant. He's red. Man, I must have messed something up. I am way under level for this. Holy cow. Oh, there's the guy we're going for. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the guy we're going for. These surgeons are dangerous. They heal. It's Imperious Surgeon guy. Yes. Two guys there. Okay. I am going to slip on the other side here. There we go. Look at that. You know, I don't even have... I have 1 damage in tornado so far. That's it. That's all I've got in there. Let's get this other... Let's get that red dude. Let's take him on. Because he got an orange helper. Oh boy, this is going to be hard. Let's wait for this tornado to come back up. We have lots of tools at our disposal. Freezing rain and earthquake, of course, we're always using. Quicksand, we're always using. Volcanic gases is ready. Snowstorm, I may put on this guy. We got our 2 stuns working together, and we'll have a tornado back up here in a minute. I am going to hide back here and bring them to me. That didn't work too well, did it? Heck. Okay. Up. Holy cow, he just went flying past me. Wow. Well, that's the way to do it. All right, that was very effective. All right. Okay, so let's. I think we got to talk back to our contact again. Yeah, let's go back to this guy, Marcus Valerius. You bested Nias, blah, blah, blah. I knew my faith was not misplaced, Tiffany St. Ange. I do now believe I can trust you with my most important task. That is, if you're willing. So we're going to get a couple of different tasks. Like Romulus men have taken some of younger Sibyls from the Oracle, or you have promised an aid in fighting. Now it's time to fight them. So I guess we're going to do a handful of different missions, and eventually I guess we'll get a story arc of some type. But I think it's been going on kind of long here. So I think we're going to leave it here for right now. So until next time, this is Greg 29407, along with Tiffany St. Ange and Stony, saying au revoir, and we will see you next time.